trying to be audacious, you're supposed
Yes.
to take those bold steps. I always say, what's the worst that can happen? Is either a yes or a no.
Welcome to Startup 360, the show where we celebrate the journeys, achievements, and unique voices from the ethnic minority communities. I am your host, Nana Ajua Sika, and today we have a truly inspiring guest. She's a self-taught fashion designer, creative director, entrepreneur, and making waves in the fashion industry. She is the driving force behind Nshela Creations, a brand known for innovation designs, beaded accessories, and hairstyling. Beyond her fashion works, she is also the visionary behind the upcoming Diaspora In Vogue event, which is set to celebrate and showcase the talent of ethnic minority creative in fashion. Welcome, Lydia, to Startup 360.
Thank you, Aja. Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure is mine. So, Lydia, let's start by getting to know a bit more about you. Are you a self-taught fashion designer? Can you tell us about your journey to fashion? What sparked your passion for the industry?
Thank you so much for that. So fashion for me started like as a young girl. I used to make doll clothes those times in primary two. We used to play with Barbie dolls. So I used to make doll clothes for sale. Like I used to sell them in class those
Oh
times for
gosh,
like 20 pesos and so.
let's see.
And my
That was
yeah, and
which
then
year?
this will be like the 2000s, early 2000s because I
Oh,
was a little girl. This is like
yeah.
primary two.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, my mom's best friend was a tailor and she lived just like close to our house. So after
mm-hmm.
school, I would always run there. If you're looking for me and you can't find me, you find me with
There.
Auntie Hannah, and I'll be just cutting the pieces and I'll be needle sewing them. So I
Oh.
always told my mom that if I was on this side, they would have just pushed me into fashion school, but it didn't happen, you know.
You know, turn back home. No
No way.
way.
You're a smart
You have to
girl,
go
so
to the
either go be a
university.
go to university, be a lawyer, be a
Yeah, be a
doctor. So
doctor.
and and good for me. I was like the best student in my school that year. I
Oh,
was the school
let's.
prefect. So like just be a doctor, be a lawyer, and
They're
don't even
not.
talk about tailor.
Nobody is supporting you.
No, yeah, so that was where I started, and as I grew, I have like other sisters, so I used to make clothes for us. I picked it from my mom. She's very handy as well, so I think it's just something I picked from her. So it was just like a hobby. I just used to sew, make clothes for myself. But upon coming to the UK, sometimes some years back, I still like to wear my African prints. I still like to get my clothes done by
Mm-hmm.
myself. But
Mm-hmm.
somewhere you wouldn't get them done well here. And when you ask them
No,
to bring them from back home, there are
it
always
doesn't
issues.
fit.
They don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, and Lydia, you can actually do this. I mean, back of that, I dropped it. I mean, I think after from secondary
Mm-hmm.
school, I stopped sewing altogether. I was
Oh,
not doing any sewing
yeah,
at all.
yeah,
So it was when I came here and the reality hit me like, you just need to fix your zip. Like, you just
mm-hmm.
need to adjust the dress. And
Yeah,
like, I need Lydia, you can do this. You used
yeah.
to do this. So I got myself a sewing machine, and that's where it actually started. So I used to do it for my friends in church and
Oh,
for just, yeah. So that's where we are now with that.
oh, bless you. That is an inspiring journey. Many people follow traditional pathway into fashion, and but you've built your career on your own terms. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced as a real self-taught designer, and how did you
Yeah,
overcome
yeah. So I do the fashion as a part-time. It's not a
that?
full-time. So I have a day job. I'm a financial analyst. So I have a day 9 to 5 job. So I think the major challenge is having to have like more dedicated time to sewing. So because of that, I don't take like a lot of clients. I just like as and when they come, I might do some ready-made ones, like if they fit you. But if not, it will just be when I'm available. So I think that would be one of the major challenge. And secondly, as well, our African people and our pricing, they would always want to compare the price back home. So I'm telling you, yes, I'm telling you, I'm paying bills in pounds. I'm not paying them in cedis.
See
So
this?
please, so please, yeah,
Let me go.
just yeah,
Definitely.
just be
Give me.
nice and be
Yeah.
considerate. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
and that those are the major
Mm-hmm.
challenges that would I've faced so far. But I've learned most of the things I know on my own. I do have plans to do like proper school, but for now, all that I do is what I taught myself along the way.
Alongside your official work, and then you find the leisure time to do this as your hobby, but then you also
Yeah,
making profit out of it. So like, let's say,
yeah.
passive income, which
Yes,
is
I it's
really
actually a
good.
registered it's actually a registered business. I've registered
Okay,
it with HMRC. So
great
I don't have like full time like I do with my day job, but
job.
I do spend a lot of time on it as well.
So as a creative director, you wear many hats. Could you describe what typical day looks like for Nshela Creation? The name is lovely, but I
Yeah.
keep getting it wrong. I hope I got it right.
It's Nshila, so it's just
Ishla,
Nshira. So like
oh my
Nshira
God,
Lydia
you.
Ama.
No
So
way.
I just abbreviated that. So it's just Nshira
Ish,
Lydia Ama, like
Ishla,
Nshila.
Ishla.
Yeah.
So insure. Oh wow.
Lydia Ama. So Nshila.
Ishla. Wow. This is real creative here. Ishla. Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you balance the clothing to beaded accessories and hairstyling? How could you describe the vision and the philosophy behind Ishla?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm very creative. I'm very
Mhm.
handy. I tend to do a lot of things with my hands. So I braid my own hair, I do my own wigs, and I love beads. I just like our traditional stuff.
Yeah.
So I do take hair clients, and I do take the dress clients as well. So it depends on my availability most of the time. So I have clients who like call in, and you have to sort of book ahead of time because it would have to be when I'm available to do it. But so a normal day would be probably like on the weekends when I'm able to take like braiding clients, but for the sewing I'm able to do them like after work during the weekdays and all. Yeah.
So are you considering that as your profession in future, like your 24/7 job in future, looking at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
orders
yeah,
that come through? Would you consider that
yeah.
compared to
Yeah,
your
I always say
job?
you
Mhm.
I would always say like you I always compare myself to like when in the Bible when Jesus Christ was talking about a master giving people talents, and he gave some five, he gave some two, and the one with
Good.
one
I'm
decided to
glad to
bury
hear.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You
so
can
if
do all,
I yeah, so I do believe like
I'm,
if you have the talent
yeah.
and you are able to like do all of them, why
Why
not?
not?
So
Yes,
not
please.
to cut myself short, yeah, not to
Sure.
cut
Yeah.
myself short, I wouldn't say I would leave corporate altogether, but
You
I
can,
would
yeah.
definitely going to make it convenient for myself, such
Yes.
that it doesn't have to be like on course like nine to
Yes.
five you have
I
to
have
be
to do
behind your
this.
desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be able to do both the corporate and still do my sewing, which is more of my
That's
passion anyway.
yes, that's the beauty of doing your own thing, you know. You can have time
Yeah.
as and when you want to, and I'm glad you put that
Yeah.
at the back of your mind that you don't have to stick to one thing. You can do like people go, Sika, what do you do? I say, why do you want to know what I do? I see you do it, I do it. I say, yes, because let me do
I
it.
do it.
I'm glad to
Yeah.
know
You
that
got
you
to live
yeah, keep,
once.
keep it up. It's
Yeah,
good.
you got to live
Yes,
once. Why
you're
not do
bored,
it
you
all?
know,
Yeah.
standing there doing nothing, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so
Mm,
what makes your brand unique in the fashion space? Like, I know there are a lot of fashion designers out there, but everybody is unique in their own ways. And I think I've seen a few of your pictures. In fact, I have to start sending you clothes to do for me because I love African wear. I love it.
yeah, I got
I'll
you.
have to come over.
Yeah, I got you. You should visit Scotland.
Okay. Will definitely
Yeah,
come over.
yeah,
Take the measurement, bring all my fabrics, and then I'll be waiting for the
yeah,
delivery. Yeah.
yeah,
So what makes your brand
yeah.
unique in the fashion space?
Yeah, so with Nshela, what I do, I think I always say because I'm very particular and I'm very like a perfectionist in
Perfectionist.
quotes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I always love to get stuff done well. So one thing that you will get with us is you definitely get what you want. And I think what I also do for my clients is like consulting, because sometimes someone will send you a design, you look at the body type and it's like,
Thank
Emfa,
you.
this one won't do.
So if
I was
someone
like,
is
no, this
wearing it,
one
that
won't
doesn't mean
do.
it will look good on you,
Yeah, it will look good on you.
Thanks for
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. So one thing I do is like to get them to come to the right place, like
Good.
where you are, what you actually want, give them
Mhm.
suggestions,
Mhm.
then ultimately do a very great job for them. Um so yeah, that's unique about us. And with some of the designs that I do, I know we'll go to Diaspora In Vogue as well. So but what I
Yeah,
do is, as much as possible, want to bring the culture back here. I mean, we are in diaspora, doesn't mean we should let
of
go
course.
of the culture and the heritage and all. So as much as possible, try to infuse the African vibe into most of
Mm-hmm.
our designs as
Mm-hmm.
well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like you've mentioned, and I think I was about to ask this question, but let me do so. You are the visionary behind the upcoming event, so
Yeah.
which will highlight and celebrate the works of individuals from ethnic minority backgrounds. Can you
Yeah.
tell us more about the event and what inspired you to create it?
Yeah. So Diaspora In Vogue, just as the name, so
Mm-hmm.
diaspora, we've
Mm-hmm.
moved from home, we've come
Mm-hmm.
to this side. But
Okay.
one thing about diaspora is the fact that we are supposed to carry our culture and our heritage along
Yes.
with us when
Mm-hmm.
we move.
Mm-hmm.
So the fashion space, the craft space, the creativity space, just like I said, I mean, I stopped
Mm-hmm.
sewing along the line,
Yeah.
and doing a 9 to 5 is a good excuse to say, girl, you better
Yes.
concentrate on this one.
You're
Yeah,
running
but
for your
and I
life,
know
but
it,
the love is there.
yeah, and I know, yeah, money is there. Just pick
Mm-hmm.
more shifts there. Yeah, I'm the
Mm-hmm.
palmer there. Just do what you need
Yes,
to
yes.
do and just make the money. Yeah, but I feel it's the story for other people who are also creatives as well. So what Diaspora In Vogue seeks to do is to create that platform for other people, ethnic minority community who are into other crafts. So I have couple of vendors who are going to showcase on the day, people into bag beading, basket making, other fashion designers, and ethnic minority people who are actually making waves. There is one lady on my team, she's into mental health. I know sometimes we just dress up and inside is
Oh,
a whole lot of
my
issue
God, of
going on.
course.
Yeah, so she has this thing coming up, free to rest, and she would have a stand as well. So anything mental health,
Good.
anything. So it's just people who are making waves aside like their normal day job, but aside
Mm-hmm.
their normal life,
Mm-hmm.
just to create that platform for them, showcase our crafts, and also just give them a voice.
Good. That's very brilliant. I'm glad that you've put our people ahead because I've been here for a decade now and I've seen our shortcoming. We are not thriving because we don't put certain support in the community. It's not like we don't
Yeah.
want it. We do, but we don't know where to go. And so this is a big kudos to you for taking this upon yourself to giving your people the exposure and the opportunities that those days they wouldn't have had, so well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what
Thank
role do
you.
you think events like Diaspora In Vogue play in changing the narrative and around fashion and creativity within
Yeah.
the minority community? What challenges do you
Yeah.
think um so need to be addressed in the space? I know you've said a lot
Yeah.
already. Yeah,
That's yeah. So with the event that's coming up, I'm having a fashion show as well as part of the
mhm,
event.
good,
So what I'm just trying to tell a story,
good.
and what I'm trying to the story I'm trying to tell a story with my collection.
Mhm,
So the collection I'm doing, I'm using like the Scottish tartan. So like the
mhm.
Scottish people have like this
Okay,
unique
so
tartan fabrics that
you
they have,
mixing the
and I'm
westernized clothing with ours. Perfect, perfect.
yes, yes.
I
So
would
I'm
have
doing.
been, it's too late. I would have loved to be there. But next year,
Uh,
don't worry, next year.
Yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, so I have like proper Ghana bone kente that I'm
Wow.
mixing with the Scottish tartan, just to
Mm-hmm.
say that we talk about inclusion, we talk about diversity, and we talk
Diversity,
about all that.
all that, yeah.
So yeah, so
Having
why
story.
can't I have a kente? Yeah,
Yes,
why can't I have a
yes,
kente jacket in the office? Why can't I wear like a tartan blend with kente dress for a
yeah,
UN meeting?
yeah.
So I mean, those are that's the story that I'm trying to
Good,
tell with the
good.
collection and the event. So this year is just me on the runway, but
Mm-hmm.
for subsequent years we are looking to. But I have like other fashion designers who are also coming,
Good.
as well, who would be there. But and there is going to be a panel discussion. I think is one of the climax of the event, and the topic is:
Wow.
have we lost our culture and our heritage in
Of
fashion
course,
as immigrants?
of
And
course.
I have like three wonderful panelists. I have one lady, Bellosini. She is a French Scottish, and I also have Kelukume Fashion. She is she's also like a big fashion
Mm-hmm.
designer,
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian in Scotland, and I
Good.
have one guy from Napier Uni. Yep. So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a great event. Like I said,
Beautiful.
the whole idea is to
Yes,
tell the story. We don't have to
yes.
wait for them to go to Ghana and go for
No,
Kente Sash and they
no.
will come back with it. They can still see. I mean, I wore one Kente to an event, and one lady was like, she's not seen like proper Kente before. She was like, can I touch it? Can I feel it?
Oh,
I'm like, go, I'm like, go ahead. But yeah, I mean, it's just to
what
say that we don't have to
we
stop what
don't appreciate what we have. We don't value
we
what we
have.
have.
Yeah,
That's so sad
yeah.
because we've got a lot. We just have to embrace it, and that's what we are not doing. We hardly even tell our children. So like last week a lady called
Mm-hmm.
me and we are trying to organize an event for um sixth March this year, and we want to invite the youth from the schools, African Ghanaians, to come and watch a story about Ghana,
Yeah,
the history about Ghana.
yeah.
On sixth March we hardly do anything here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Celebrate us, and
yeah,
it's just I'm happy like you've taken this upon yourself, like I said earlier, getting us the exposure from our culture to everything that you are doing. It's brilliant and keep it up.
yeah,
I just can't wait to
yeah.
see the videos and everything after to see it
Yeah, we'll
again.
send
Yeah,
them
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, going to what you were talking about, the children, and so
Mm-hmm.
as part of the event, we
Mm-hmm.
have like some of like we've just have some of the girls who are going to do like sort of a winsome. So we've given them the
Oh,
script, so
yeah.
we'll dress them
Just
up.
them.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
dress them up in the kente just so that they see how it is.
yes.
They see
Yes.
how it is.
Good.
Like this is our culture and
Good.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And some of them, they've not even had the opportunity to go to Ghana, so they
No, it's
don't have exposure
true.
to some of these things as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even have to be just in Scotland. It just has
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be just in the UK. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's diaspora, and we want to also
Yes, of
keep it in
course.
vogue,
Mm-hmm.
like like the whole Paris fashion show,
Yes.
like the New York
Yes.
fashion show. Like
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
also do a Kente fashion show, and
Of
that is what
course.
diaspora in
Yeah.
Vogue sticks to
Great.
promotes. Yeah.
Great. 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 Wow. Wow. Lydia, you've become a role model to many, especially young women in the diaspora community. What advice would you give to someone looking to start their own creative entrepreneurial journey in the fashion industry?
Yeah, I would just say start, just start.
Good. That is the word I was
Um,
looking
I,
for. Don't sit
I
down.
would just
Just that.
Yeah, don't wait for the right opportunity. Don't wait till you are very good. Don't wait till you have it all together. I mean,
Yeah.
I just told you I'm still looking at like taking on fashion courses. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
believe you still
Mm-hmm.
need to sharpen your skill
Upgrading
to match up
yourself.
the
Yes.
trend. Yeah,
Yes.
upgrading
Good.
yourself. But I mean, regardless of that, still start, take the opportunities that come your way. It just has to be, even start with, I started with making aprons for restaurant. There is an African restaurant here. I started making apron. They wanted like kente designed aprons. That was where I started. And I mean, it doesn't have to be a couture
Oh,
dress.
yes.
Start with
It's
something.
simple. Yeah.
Just start with something
Maybe
simple, and
napkins,
you just develop
tablecloths,
napkins,
yeah.
pillowcases,
Kitchen,
table covers, kitchen. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
Great.
just make a start, and don't hold back, and look for support if you need it. I mean, so what, with Diaspora In Vogue and Nshela together, one of the things that's actually looking to do is, I have some girls. So I have one girl with me. Her sewing machine was sitting somewhere here. So I
Hi,
have a mini sewing machine that she's really, like, you can see she's really interested in fashion.
fashion.
So she comes around sometimes, and I give her like projects to do. So
Mm.
that is some of one of the things I do for the girls. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those who are interested in fashion, just not
So,
to shun them away. Still go to school, still do what you want to do, but you can still do this as well.
yeah, yeah. Good to hear. So, looking back at your journey, is there anything you would have done differently, or any lesson you've learned that you think it would be helpful to others in similar field?
Yeah, I think looking back, one thing that I would say would be access to information,
Good.
because if I have had the exposure at that time, I was just doing this door cloth, and I was really good
Yeah.
at it. I was making trousers and I was
Mm-hmm.
making dresses for Barbie dolls and all
Oh,
that. And I
at that
remember those
age,
times,
look
like
at that. If
at
somebody
that age.
has, even your
Yeah,
parents has noticed it, that you'd have been far
yeah,
from
and
it and now.
it would have been far gone by now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, so it's just, I always say it's information, and it's good at this time in like in this generation. Information is so accessible. I
Of
mean,
course.
you
Yeah,
can learn a whole skill on YouTube. Yeah, there is information accessible. So I mean, that's gone now. But
yes.
whoever is listening now, you have a dream, you have like something, a passion. Just look for information, and they are free now. Even if you need to pay out, just invest,
To work,
pay,
yeah.
and learn how to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And it would be of great help. We
mm-hmm.
didn't have the opportunity then, because information was really not accessible then. So now that there is, I mean, if it had been then, probably the story would have been different. But still, we're still taking it on, we're still doing what we come from here. And I believe whoever would want to take on similar journey, information
Yeah,
is accessible. Access the information. If you need to pay for it, and just give it a go.
perfect, perfect. So, what are your future goals for both yourself and Nshela Creation?
I mean, in the future, we're still making it a household name. And for Diaspora In Vogue, we're looking to have it like a seasonal event. So would have, like you said, would incorporate like other fashion designers, other people in who are into other crafts as well. Try to create that niche for them. Look for where they can find help, not just in the UK, but Diaspora In Vogue. If someone needs to find out, oh, okay, I have this craft, what can I do with it? Where do I go? Where do I find help? We want Diaspora In Vogue to be that platform where they can come showcase themselves, and it would be like a springboard for them to just sail on. And for Inshallah, I mean, they say the sky is just the starting point, so we just starting. We just starting. I was just looking at this, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm just starting. I would just say I'm just starting. So the dream is big, is to make it a household name and create that unique design and the story. I always love stories, so I mean, all my designs would have to tell a story. And so I am, that's the goal, that's the dream, that it will go far, it will be big, and it would also pull people along with it.
Brilliant, Lydia. You know, for what you are doing, I have a surprise for you. So we have a global
Oh, do you?
website, yes, that we are
Okay.
onboarding Africans who are into African-made product, fashion, food, everything to get exposure, advertising, promotion, and also sales and
Okay.
revenue. So we'll be happy to onboard
Oh,
all your members one after the other,
oh,
promote their
lovely. Thank you
product,
so much.
business, and services for them for free because
Thank
of what
you.
you are doing in the
Oh, that's amazing.
minority in Scotland. We want to do that to support
Oh, that's
the work.
lovely.
Yes, so this
Thank
is something
you.
from
Thank you so
us.
much, Ajua.
You are welcome.
Thank
Have the
you.
good
You've
work.
been a mother. You know, my mom is Ajua. My mom is Ajua.
Oh,
My dad is Kweju. So Mondays are very dear to my
oh,
heart.
that's good to hear. Come on, give me a
Yeah.
hug. Great, great, great. I'm so happy for
Thank
what
you.
you are doing. Keep it up. I'll keep supporting in a way that I can. I'll help you promotion, advertising. Any support you need, just reach out and I'll try my best to do what I can. Now,
Will do. Thank
share your
you.
social media with us. I want you
Yes.
to tell our community how they can reach you for your product and services, and also tell us the date and the venue of the event for this Saturday.
Yeah. So on Instagram is Nshela. So Nshela is NSHELA_1 on Instagram, and it's same on Facebook. The website is www.nshela.co.uk. And if you want to contact us via WhatsApp is 0770-430-2595. So we do bespoke sewing. So if you want like something custom made, we can talk it through. I can help do free consultation depending on the events and what you are looking to get, and we do that as well. And coming to, so we do for both male and female, and
Perfect.
children alike. So if you need anything, you can just reach out to us via those details. And so Diaspora in Vogue is happening this Saturday. Is the maiden edition, is the first of
Okay.
its kind in
Mhm.
the UK and in Scotland.
Wow.
So it's happening on the Saturday, the 30th of November, and is in the job center at Embassy of the Word of God.
Wow.
Um 2 Marybone House, Westside Plaza, and the postcode is EH11. No, so EH14 2SP Sierra Papa. Yeah, and it's in Edinburgh. I mean, it's the first one having it in Edinburgh. We might bring it to your doorstep next time. You never know.
Yeah,
But
we can't
please
wait. We
reach
can't
out.
wait.
Yeah.
We can't
So
wait.
yeah,
You
thank you
embrace
so
it. We
much.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Don't mention it, Lydia. So thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. You are truly an inspiration to so many youth or generation that are coming and looking up to you. Where can our listeners learn more about Nshela Creation and Diaspora in Vogue? If you can put
Vogue. Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so it's we have an Instagram page on for Diaspora in Vogue. So it's Diaspora in Vogue, the full word _UK, and then Nshela. We have Nshela on Instagram as well. You can also reach out to me on Facebook. It's the same account, Nshela, and also on TikTok is Nshela as
Okay,
well.
so
And you
does
can
it
also
mean
visit our website.
good? Good. So that's so the Diaspora in Vogue, it has a website, and then the Nshela
Yes, we have.
Creations has
Yes,
a website.
yeah,
Perfect. So viewers, like
yes,
you
yes,
just said,
yeah.
both businesses has its own websites. So if you want to reach
Website,
out to
yes.
her, please visit both sites. That's diasporainvogue.com and
It's just inshila.co.uk.
inshela.co.uk. Good. So the creation is not there.
Yeah, yeah,
Inshela.co.uk, please. Yeah, so
that's
before
UK.
we wrap up, is
Mm.
there anything you would like to share with your audience today? And also anyone you want to say shout out or hello or thank you to anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I want to say thank you to yourself. Thank you so much for having me. And I also want to say thank you to like all the vendors who've come on board, Kelly Fashion, Heart Song Live Radio. It's a Scotland Christian radio. They've
Bless
also
him.
invited me for an interview tomorrow. I
Good.
want to thank all the other designers who come on board, the Lucini, thank our host, Dr. Kwejo. I want to thank my father in the Lord, Apostle Justice, and the whole Embassy of the Word of God team. They've been so amazing and supportive. I want to thank the team. Like, I've been pulling them like anyhow all along for these past few weeks, and everybody's so resilient and very supportive. Thank everybody so much for the support that we've received from here and back home as well. And so I think the last words that I would want to use is, I've noticed that when it comes to our people, our skin from our parts of the world, we hold back to dare to do things. One thing that I learned over the weekend was being audacious, just like Deborah in the Bible.
Good.
She led the people of
Yes.
Israel to battle when all the
Yes.
men were there.
Of
They
course.
were not moving their bomb. Barak said he was not
Keep
going.
preaching,
Yes,
God.
he was. He was not going to go if Deborah was not going
Yes.
with him. So
Mm-hmm.
women are meant to be audacious. You're supposed
Yes.
to take those bold steps. I
Mm-hmm.
always say, what's the worst that can happen? Is either a yes or a no. So
No.
why not
Why
just
not?
give it a
Yes.
shot?
Good.
Yeah. So
Good.
if you are aiming to do something, don't let the fact that you are in other parts of the world limit you. Just go for it, and you never know what would come out. If you don't start, you never know what will come out. So
No.
just give it a
Just
start.
that. Just that.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Lydia. You are such an inspiration, and I'm happy to have you
Thank
here
you.
today. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
viewers, thank you so much for watching us, for joining us anywhere you are. Startup 360, stay connected with us for more stories of resilience, creativity, and excellence from the diaspora community. Don't forget to follow Lydia